dude!
Yep, yep.
Huh?
Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it is during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky, and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten so used to this view, but no two times is it ever exactly the same. You could say the same thing about one's day-to-day, and each life as well. The promised day is almost here. January 31st. Whenever I come up here, I get lost in my thoughts. I can't let it end like this. I want to protect it all. Thoughts like that. Since last time, I've tried thinking things through more rationally. I thought about that old lady and Michan-san. And Kiyoshi-san as well. I wonder if Michan-san was alone until the moment of her death, somewhere no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite. Farewells are unavoidable. It's sad to think about, but you and I will have to part one day as well. And then I'll never be able to see you again. There are so many things in life I don't understand. It's filled with so much pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. And then they're gone, leaving you behind, leaving you alone. When I think about that, I just can't hold back my feelings, but I understand now. That's just how it is. No two views are alike. No 2 days are the same. It's natural for everything to disappear, re-emerge, and constantly change. Life is both short and finite. That's what makes it so invaluable, and why one feels that it must be cherished. When you think about it, it's a miracle that 2 given people are able to ever meet in this chaotic flow of time and space. I believe that's why we find happiness in forging bonds and relationships with others. And that might be the true joy of being alive. It can be sad, but at the same time so warm. Beautiful because it is destined to end. And that's why I mustn't hesitate any longer. I need to tell you, even if this wish of mine is to never come true, I still want to tell you my true feelings. I love you. I know I'm a machine. I know that I cannot truly touch you as a human. But I can't help it. All I can see or think about is you. I love you so much that I feel like I'm going to break down somehow. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything to say. Perhaps something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy. We should go back. I'll go ahead. It's too difficult to look you in the eye right now. See you later.
My thumb's getting a little greener every day, don't you think? For an amateur vegetable patch, it's really coming along. All that back-breaking work was worth it. Listen, you hear that? That's the sound of our precious little veggies cheering us on. I'm not tripping out or whatever. What I'm trying to say is that they're growing on me. I mean, I get it. Gardening isn't all just fun and games. It's really cool how well they respond if you take care of them right. It's one of those times where you see the fruits of your labor after lots of slow, steady work. I never followed through on anything, and even I pulled it off. That counts for something, right? I thought I was the one raising them. Maybe they were raising me all along. Wait, did real, actual wisdom just come out of me? Holy crap, I grew up more than I thought. We owe a lot to our nutritious little veggie babies. Ah, who am I kidding? Our veggie mentors. Well, whatever we do in life, we can't expect to hit a home run on the first swing. We gotta stay on our toes and wait for the perfect chance to strike. And when that time comes, you knock it out of the park. That's how the real sluggers do it. A valuable lesson straight from our vegetable teachers. Don't go forgetting it, you hear? Maybe I'm finally figuring this whole life thing out, huh? You know, I think I'll write a book. I could call it something like Life's a Vegetable Garden, the Junpei Iori story. Selling books and vegetables? Ooh, we're gonna be rolling in dough. Man, am I a genius or what? All right, enough dreaming. Let's get a little bit more work done. We did a heck of a job. See you later, my darling veggies. I'll be back again when I'm free. Well, let's call it a night. Hit me up again when you have some time.
You know what? Yep.
Let's begin, shall we? I'm not going to say much, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. After you graduate, are you planning on going to college or getting a job? I see. Well, if you've already thought about it and made your choice, then there's nothing else for me to say. What's most important is that the decision is yours, and yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later. And then, you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But, to be honest, I'm not that worried about you. You've really matured over this last year. In fact, you've changed so much, I almost don't even recognize you. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most? I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young man you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful third year. Let's see, who's next? Ah, Aigis-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
Oh, the next one up for career consultation? That'd be Aigis-san. She was just here a second ago, but I guess she went out.
Maybe she's on the roof? Seen her go up there alone every now and then. Sure. Good luck. So do you think she's gonna go to college or get a job? She's full of mysteries, isn't she?
She's changed recently, though, don't you think? Like her expressions and stuff.
Again with that? You ever gonna stop thinking about hitting on girls?
I don't mean it like that. All I'm saying is...
Oh, I'm sorry I went off on my own. It's nothing, really. I just needed some time to think. After New Year's, when I had time to gather my thoughts, I realized something. When I fought Ryoji-kun that night, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade. But that wasn't all. I was also confused and ashamed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either, and I didn't have those feelings then. I really have changed. I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me. In the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me. But ever since I decided to live for myself, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing. But there's one thing that I do understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death. But even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side. I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer. And I think I can if I'm with you. So please, please take me with you. I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with everything I have. Please. Thank you.
Okay, I think that does it for the gyoza filling. I thought it might be nice to add some texture, so I made sure there's plenty of vegetables mixed in. I'm a little worried, but I wanted to give it a try. We went by the book for the seasoning, so it shouldn't turn out too different. Next, we have to put the filling in the wrappers, but... where is she?
Sorry I'm late. It was a long day of practice. Oh, have you gotten pretty far already?
Welcome back! We were just starting on the wrappers. I invited Yukari-chan to join us. We were talking about cooking the other day, and she seemed really interested.
I mean, you almost never invite me to something like this, Fuka. So I was happy when you did. Have you changed recently, or is it just me?
Have I? In what way?
You just seem more at ease now. Or maybe it's more confidence. Don't you think so? Yeah, see? That's what I thought.
Really? Well, I'm glad if that's the case. He's been helping me a lot recently, and been really supportive of me. So I think maybe that's why.
Wow. I guess that's our leader for you. Junpei ought to take some notes.
Well, everyone has their own strengths, and I'm sure Junpei-kun has plenty of things he's good at too.
Yeah, I know. Not that I'd ever say that to his face, though, and go straight to his head.
Oh, the gyoza wrappers are going to dry out. Let's start wrapping, shall we? Wow, it's so good! How are yours, Yukari-chan?
The flavor and texture are perfect. I think this is the best gyoza I've ever had.
There's plenty more white rice if you want to.
Oh, I would, but... Sorry, I actually gotta get going. I've gotta clean my archery uniform before tomorrow. Oh, you can leave my dishes. I'll clean them when I get back.
You don't have to worry about that. Besides, we'll save on water if we do them all at once.
Sorry about this. I'll make sure I can stick around till the end next time, but thanks for having me.
Did you notice she said next time? I was a little nervous at first, but I'm glad I challenged myself. Oh, that reminds me. I have something I wanted to give you. You're always listening to music, so I thought you might like these. And I think you were a fan of this design, so I tried to match it. Remember how I told you I was pretty good with machines? Well, how are they? Pretty cool, right? Just kidding. Actually, I've decided I want to become more accepting of myself. I want to be able to say I'm proud of who I am. And I think this is the first step to reaching that goal. I'm going to be more confident in the things I'm good at. I hope you're happy with them.
I am thou, thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the High Priestess Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the High Priestess within thyself.
Give up on cooking either. I'll embrace the things I'm good at, but also find more things I can do. I'm going to change, one step at a time. Oh, if there's anything you decide you want to try doing, just let me know. I'll always be here to help.
Please don't worry. The shells on the floor are only blanks. There's no gunpowder in them. So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised? To be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I don't have any welcoming decorations to make this feel like a home. It's hard to believe I ever thought this room was normal. But that's exactly why I wanted to show it to you. As you can see from the decor, I'm a machine. I'll never be the same as humans like Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san. It used to bother me, but I figured something out. There's something only I can say, because I am unable to die. I will never leave you, no matter how or when your life comes to an end. At that moment, I will be by your side. You will always remain in my heart. Oh, yes. Will you take this? That's one of my parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I've grown since then. I'm not afraid, and I won't give up. I'll get back up, no matter how many times it takes. I'll fight by your side and protect you. This is the proof of my resolve, and I want you to have it. It's a part of me. If living is about spending time with people you've forged relationships with, then I want to be closer to you than anyone else. My connection to you is my reason for living. What's most important to me is to be by your side.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Aeon Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Aeon within thyself.
actually have one more favor to ask. At the base of my neck, behind the knot of my ribbon, that's where my most important component is. The artificial psyche that makes me who I am, my emotional engine. The papillon heart. It's extremely delicate, and I'm not allowed to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. But I want you to touch it. If you make direct contact with it, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it. Even so, I want you to do it. I want to leave irrefutable proof on my body of our connection, not just as a simple memory, but as something permanent. Something that can never be erased. I'm so happy. Well then. Since you'll be coming into direct contact with my heart, I apologize in advance if I say something odd, or make unusual noises. For safety, I'll be shutting off the motor functions to my arms and legs. Well then, will you untie my ribbon?
It seems that you've discovered every social link and formed strong bonds with them all. For you to have possessed this many bonds, you must have donned numerous faces. With such an extraordinary propensity for change, perhaps you may be able to harness a greater power. The power of infinity. Take this with you. I do believe you are now capable of summoning a particular persona. But what persona shall be born of your bonds? I look forward to seeing it myself.
How may I assist you? It's finally time. Splendid! Very well, then. How may I assist you?